Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ken here, and I hope you're having a really good Tuesday. Today, I'm not going to be doing a review of the Shinjimuru sink stand, and this is because I wasn't really pleased with the review and the video, so I will be redoing those, and it should be up by next Tuesday. This week's video is on the Crysis 2 multiplayer demo for the Xbox 360. Let's just say that I was one of those people that never really got into the Crysis franchise. I mean, I wasn't a PC gamer at all, and I've heard of the game, but I didn't really know much about it. And playing this game on the console, on Xbox 360 was really a breath of fresh air, and I highly suggest that you guys check this out on the Xbox Live Marketplace. But without further ado, guys, let's go head over to that video.
Now, this game is actually really good. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a storyline demo. However, you do get a feel for the controls and the combat within this multiplayer demo, and this is what you're going to end up doing a lot more anyway, so it's sort of cool that they get people to try out this demo and that they're also trying to get feedback from this as well. At least we know that they want to get some feedback from the community, and that way we can get the best experience out of this game. Now, in terms of the multiplayer experience, this game is really balanced, and that's really a factor and a concept that a lot of games, including Call of Duty, don't really take into account. Now, the first thing that's balanced that I noticed was the kill streak system, and essentially I don't really know if you actually can change your kill streaks. However, I did stick with the 3, 5, and 7 setup, and essentially the 3, 5, and 7 setup is exactly like the one on Call of Duty 4, where you got the UAV, the airstrike, and then the helicopter, except with the airstrike you can change the direction of the strike as well. But what's really cool is that you can't just get the kill streaks by racking up kills. You actually have to kill the person and then pick up a special dog tag that they drop after their death. Now, this allows many different scenarios. For example, you can have an enemy team trying to stop the one person that's building up the streak from getting the dog tags, so that could potentially be a very volatile position to be in if you are trying to get dog tags. But also, dog tags can be as simple as picking up and walking away, so in that sense it is sort of balanced because it's a hit or miss, not necessarily one way to get a kill streak reward. Now, I don't want to talk about the guns too much because I still haven't unlocked the other ones, and there are more coming with the actual game. But let me just say that the Scar H is definitely the most versatile one that I've ever used, and you can essentially use this in close combat, as you've seen in my video right here, and you can use it in long-range combat as well. Now, I haven't been paying attention to the spawns that much, but it generally seems pretty good, because you are spawning on opposite sides of the map constantly, and it does switch a lot based on where people are, and it does a better job at spawning people in Call of Duty pretty much. So you shouldn't really have the problem of spawn trapping, or being spawn trapped at least. But there is one problem that I had with the game, and that is connection issues. First of all, the joining in lobbies can be problematic sometimes because the lobby might actually lag you out, and then you won't be able to play, and then you're gonna have to find another lobby, and that sort of takes some time. So that's the first issue that I had with connection. The second issue is that if you're not host, the connection can be a little bit wanky, and let's just say that it's not pleasurable being killed by the host or the people on the host's team, because I wouldn't say it's impossible, but it gets really, really difficult, outstandingly difficult, to kill people on the other team without a host connection. And you'll see with this game that I actually had host connection, which could be part of the reason why I was doing good, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see until the game is actually released and until they fix those things. I can't really make a strong judgment. Now, throughout this game, you may have noticed that I had some low energy, and if you don't know what that means, essentially that is all of the perks that you get with your suit, you know, sprinting and using your shield and invisibility. All of those things that are on your suit uses energy. Essentially, you don't have infinite sprint or infinite shield or infinite invisibility, so no one can take advantage of those things. And again, that's the balance factor that I like about this. Now, there are people that like to sit in corners, staying invisible, and when you do stand still, you are completely invisible, just like in Halo. And there are also sometimes when people bring up their shields every time they see an enemy, which is what I do. But let me just say that it's actually very easy to, one, kill campers, and two, it's not as hard as you think to kill people with shields. It's just a matter of getting a perfect shot on someone, and at that point, you shouldn't really have a problem with those perks. Now, what I like to do in this game is actually use that 1-2 strike, whatever you call it, on Halo, where you shoot a guy and then to finish him off you melee him. Not assassination, that's sort of different, but like, you shoot a guy and then you just melee him to get the kill over with. And you could do that a lot in Crysis, because meleeing, I mean, for the most part is one hit, but there are those occasions where you might have to hit him twice, which is really good because sometimes one hit isn't the best thing. I found that it was a very cheap way to kill people in Call of Duty. At least they made an attempt to make a very good melee system, and it seems to be doing fine. And that's why I like this game, because now we have a mix between Halo, Call of Duty, and Battlefield, and essentially all three of these games I really like. But having a balance between the three is definitely something that is really amazing to see a company pull off. But that's really it about this game. I mean, you guys pretty much know my opinion on it. It's generally the greatest game out, or it will be the greatest game out at this point, because of the fact that the multiplayer is outstanding. And of course, I will be shelling out my $60 when this does come out to buy this, and hopefully many people will get into this game, and hopefully it will grow to the success of Call of Duty. But hopefully they won't get too power consumed in the sense that they might, change up the game where people won't like it or anything like what Activision did. But whatever, I'll just leave this game to time, and hopefully we'll see good things for this game.
So that's really it, guys. I'd like to thank you for watching. Even though I'm wrapping up right now, I did put in 2 really sick clips that weren't in this game at the end of the video, so I really want you guys to go check that out if you can. Now, I just want to wrap this video up by asking you a question. Do you think there will be a Call of Duty killer? And if you think so, which game will it be, and why do you think that game will be a Call of Duty killer? And in addition to that, if you think that there won't be a replacement to Call of Duty, why do you think so? Feel free to write your response below, or even make a response video to this one. Please rate, subscribe, and comment. And look out for the Shinji review next week. Anyway, this was your weekly Tuesday video here on the TechEd YouTube, where we took a look at the Crysis 2 multiplayer demo for the Xbox 360. I'll see you guys later.